Where are the American Pickers antique stores located? Hosted by modern-day treasure hunters Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz, American Pickers is a History Channel reality show that began airing in 2010. The series follows Mike and Frank as they travel across the USA in search of valuable antiques and collectibles, from classic cars and bikes to vintage toys or movie memorabilia, to add to their own collections or sell to fellow enthusiasts, with the help of co-host Danielle Colby. American Pickers is compulsive viewing for fans of antiquing, and its popularity has seen the show air over 20 successful seasons to date. In its years on the air, the series has seen its hosts traverse the length and breadth of the country, from Maine to California and pretty much everywhere else in between, in hopes of finding hidden gems at curio stores, estate sales, or junkyards. However, the show's headquarters are located in a former fabrication shop a short distance from the Mississippi River in the historic town of LeClaire, Iowa, which is where the American Pickers team bases their operations. American Pickers' Iowa base is also home to a store called Antique Archaeology that's owned by Wolfe. Part museum, part antique shop, the store sells hard-to-find artifacts and cool items from American Pickers alongside a range of original merchandise, and has actually been around for longer than the show. Mike, who grew up in Bettendorf, Iowa, a few miles downriver from LeClaire, first opened Antique Archaeology in 2000, a good decade before the first season of American Pickers aired on the History Channel. The Iowa branch of Antique Archaeology is the flagship shop, but there's another American Pickers store in Nashville, Tennessee, that Wolfe opened in 2011 to decrease the distance the antique treasures found in the southern states had to travel. The store is located on the outskirts of downtown Nashville in a former car factory, once owned by early 20th century automobile manufacturer Marathon Motor Works, a befitting locale considering how much the American Pickers cast love vintage vehicles. Judging by reviews, the American Pickers stores in Nashville and LeClaire are doing well, but the show itself has recently undergone a shakeup. Host Frank Fritz last appeared in American Pickers midway through its 21st season in 2020, and it was later explained he was taking a break to recover from back surgery. However, in July 2021, the History Channel confirmed Frank would not be returning to the American Pickers cast, and detail emerged of an ongoing feud between the show's stars, with Mike claiming his co-host's struggles with alcohol addiction were a factor in the decision to fire him, and Frank revealing the pair had barely spoken to each other for 2 years at the time of his dismissal. It seems the relationship between Mike and Frank is still frosty, and Season 23 of the History Channel's American Pickers has moved forward without the former host. Meanwhile, Frank has plans to pitch his own spin-off show, and while American Pickers audiences might want the antique hunting duo to sort out their differences and start co-hosting again, that currently looks unlikely.